Let's have an out of game little think tank of what could I be referring to.
Is Lyle just hiding under the place? Oh,
Yeah.
That was my first thought. He's here.
What
It's
an
the first
interesting thought you brought up immediately.
Oh, it went over my head.
Yeah, it was itching in the back of my
Who
mind.
knows if he's still here? But
he could've been.
this would be one of the best places, from the sounds of it, in the world to hide. Again, who knows if he's still here? But
As well as the
Oh my
Jaeger seemed to be
God.
taking in, what would you ask him? As kind of more of a, I'll tell him the message.
Yeah, kinda. Mm-hmm.
you have your insights,
Mhm.
and your insights have been made.
Yep.
He eventually brings you guys back to the village, into his house, his abode. And you guys get to... It's not a terribly big place. I mean, okay, it's bigger than all the other houses in the fucking village, but it's still not big by, like, other, like, sovereign, like, housing standards. But yeah, you do see some things here, some books that don't have any sort of backs or texts on the outside or spines of them, and stuff like that. A series, like, he has, like, a guest bedroom, a normal bedroom, his kitchen, the doorway that leads underground to, like, the smithy and stuff like that. He has an arsenal here as well.
Ooh.
Armory, if you want to call it that. Sort of similar, sort of the same thing, but also sort of not. He does not let you guys in there, though. He just remarks that that's where it is.
Alexander does ask, can we see it?
Please?
Roll me persuasion.
Oh!
Can I give him the contradictory influence?
He hasn't. Sure.
Yeah, take D4. Mark.
Do I get guidance?
You will get guidance.
Oh, okay.
Two
On top of that.
D4.
Another 2. 27.
He looks at you. Look for not in a comfortably long amount of time. He just looks at you. Very well. He opens up he pulls out like a set of keys and opens up the door. Amber / D would catch and remark that the door is not mundanely locked as he uses that key.
Hmm.
Not just mundanely locked. It is also have a physical lock on it. It does have that, but there's other things at play that they can detect. And he opens it up, and it's quite an arsenal. There are weapons from throughout history in here. Armor as well. Magic items too. There's even some interesting looking guns. Not standard make, certainly. Amber just whistles.
I was just about to say, fucking Alexander does that.
Oh, yeah.
3 people whistle at the same time as Morgan also does.
Yeah.
It sounds like
She's
we're being
like-
shelled.
Yeah, she's just like bug-eyed all the guns.
Wow, where did you even get all this stuff? This looks like something from an old Capital dueling days. She gestures at this very... It's like an S-stock, but it looks a lot more engraved, fancy, decorative, and it has crystal built, or some sort of gem, perhaps, built into where the blood groove is.
Ooh.
I did not spend my entire life near the village and in the village. Just like everyone here, I had to take my leave, travel the world, learn the ways of it, ready myself for the apocalypse. So, is this all yours? No, this is all Jaeger's.
Collected over the ages.
Correct. Kasai stops and looks at something very, very specifically. To those of you that follow her gaze, you guys see a mask.
Who's?
Some sort of kitsune mask.
Oh no.
Oh!
She goes over and lifts it off its little rack and examines it. Where did you get this? But Jaeger got it. She just trying to muster it. That is from a long time ago. I do not know, not recall the exact name of the Jaeger that did it. I'm afraid. I can find out. Why? This is a mask of my sister tribe, and they very rarely take it off. I will look into it for you. See what use can be put from it. Can I keep it? No. This is a collection of all the Diego's works. I cannot let you just walk away with one such relic. She nods, puts it back on the rack. So you guys can play around in this little playground of weaponry and equipment. Some of the stuff isn't even from the provinces, by the way. Some of the stuff is Elven. Some of the stuff is Dwarven. Which is probably the weirdest thing, the Dwarven one. Because there's only there's a very limited subsect of locations you can get Dwarven equipment from. And that list gets shorter if you are, unwilling to cause a diplomatic incident. Right? It's like, oh yeah, you could get Dwarven equipment on their mountains. Problem. You have to go on their mountains. So thusly, the list of places where you could get Dwarven equipment is a lot shorter. In terms of, like, the reality of the situation, right? You'd have to be getting it from some sort of surface outpost or trade for it or something else like that, right? But yeah, this place is quite the place of... It's almost like a museum in a certain regard. And the interesting thing is, every single bit of equipment here is maintained.
Like, expertly.
All the weapons are properly oiled. No dust on any armor. It's ready to use at a moment's notice.
Yeah, I think Morgan is just, like, walking, like, down, like, this, like, area, just looking at everything in there.
It is literally, like, a 10 by 10, maybe 15 by 15 room. It is not big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because this building's not big.
That's fair. But yeah, she just takes it all in. Does anything... How do I put this? Does anything catch her eye, like, historically? Like, something she would, like, possibly see?
A lot of things here.
Right. Like, anything that has, like, a name or a person that did it to... that acted with this weapon? Or are they just all, like, old, really well-maintained, very good weapons?
The latter. You're not finding legendary equipment here. You aren't going to find Defender in here.
Okay, fair. But it's fucking good-ass weaponry.
Nothing that has an official name to it. Nothing that has mythos behind it. Just equipment from throughout the ages.
Okay.
Some of them are much more specialized. A lot of the weapons and equipment in here are from the annexation period of the Twins, which equipment back then was a lot more tailored. It was a lot more specialized in traversing the Twins. From a historical standpoint, it is the beginnings, or I guess the side split, provincial government efforts of Seeker and Slayer gear. Whereas the Seekers and Slayers ran fit to this day and age, the provincial state used it while they were here, got rid of it when they're out of here. Right. And finally. So it depends. Yeah, but some of those things still work just fine. So yeah. You guys are able to hang out here. And one last place.
One more thing.
One last place Jaegers Fail would show you is underground. He shows you the forge. The smithy. There is someone actually currently working it. This big, burly... I guess there's a lot of big, burly men out there. Big, burly man, his posture is shit. He's definitely way too hunched over. But he works with this almost mechanical like consistency and rhythm about him. The pinging, the clanging, the hammering, and stuff like that. Blair does examine him for a little bit while he pays no mind to any of you. Blair remarks as you guys are taking your leave, going deeper underground. She just simply remarks, "That guy looks like he could work through the entire night, and he wouldn't feel a moment of it."
Is he mortal?
He is. But I suppose it's an impressive mortal behavior. I don't know. He looked a bit bug-eyed to me. Ever since he like walks past everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Those of you that have a decent, like say, like a 15 or above passive perception, yeah, he definitely never blinked. He looked like in a
staring intensely.
constant, permanent state of shell shock.
Every time that he hits a hammer, he has more PTSD. He's just been doing that for fucking years.
Maybe. Lao leads you guys. Lao? No, Saya leads you guys deeper underground. Too many fucking
Freudian
names.
slip.
He leads
He's
you
in
deeper
disguise.
underground and into another room. This room looks, as he opens it up and ushers you guys inside it, it looks to be some sort of bedroom, although there's a large table with a map laid out across it. The map is bereft of any markers and everything now. It is a provincial geographic map, sort of like what we're looking at here. So, what is this, just a spare bedroom? No. He closes the door and locks it. This is where Lyle was staying.
Alright.
Son of a bitch. Just takes dirt.
So, how should we miss him by?
Months.
Hmm.
Actually, it's been, wait, when was the last time I saw him? Probably like 3 months,
Beginning of the
right?
mission was probably around that? Yeah.
Oh, I need to fast. Oh, that's remind me. I need to push forward the calendar like 3 days because it's been 3 days.
Yeah.
Boop. 16th of harvest.
And
We go from a Thedas to a Sedas. Sedas, let's go. That's one of those Sedases, huh? About a month. A month and a half.
right, so when would that be relative? Would that be about the time where we kind of left the north?
Yep. More or less. Give or take. Not exactly tracking it, but we'll just say that.
Right, so just after Enlightenus, right after them. What if that time
Where'd he
is on
go?
purpose?
Where'd he go? I believe he was heading to the Hilllands.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna assume there's probably no like markings left on that map.
I specifically said yes, there's not.
Other,
It is clean.
I miss that.
Look, Amber looks at Amber looks at Tolas and just like scrunches up her face and like in slight annoyance that she's keeping back. Then she looks away from Tolas. You know, maybe at some point someone should try messaging Lyle, see if there's anything up. She says, looking away from Tolas.
I mean, considering
Wait,
he's very
you
not
didn't-
dead.
You didn't try that yet?
I mean,
No.
actually, to be fair,
Oh, you-
our sending communication capabilities were being watched at some points. So, even if we did,
don't
it might just
believe-
been giving away his position.
I don't believe so. To control ascending, to tap into ascending is immensely difficult. Especially if the tapping in party doesn't know ahead of time when the sending is going out.
Wasn't that a thing that was happening?
It's a thing you guys assumed was happening. I don't think you guys ever got confirmation on it. Certainly not from Captain Bellamy.
Mm.
Ah, interesting. Sajar's mother told him their magical communication might be compromised. She believed it to be. Did she say magical communication?
That's a good point. I guess I just assumed that.
There are other ways of communicating with people other than magic. Like, say,
What?
a letter.
Perish the thought. Perish it.
Interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Someone should tell that news over to the couriers that got assassinated delivering the invites.
Oh, that's such a shame.
They knew what they were
Foolish,
doing.
really.
They just didn't know they were gonna die.
Mm.
So, tell you guys what. Is there anything you guys want to do here in the village? Aside from gawk at the weaponry.
Uh, I did send you.
You send me a thing. We can resolve that
Doc?
out of sesh.
Gawk at the weapon, respectfully.
Actually.
Because if there's nothing else to do here, Jägersfera is already done attuning. It's been more than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So he could just send the fucking message and tell you guys where Ezra and Corinth are.
Yeah.
So it's a question of, do you guys have anything else to do in this village? Because Delvid, unfortunately, doesn't.
Not particularly. I was going to ask, so how long are we going to be going on for? Because I need to go up tomorrow, and I've just realised how much sleep I'm going to
That's
get.
why I'm asking if you guys have anything left you want to
Okay,
do
cool.
here.
Yeah, okay, cool. I don't have anything.
Okay.
Trying to think, is there anything specific that can only be done here? Nothing exactly comes to mind. Nothing that can't be done elsewhere, at least.
Next week, if we're done with Delvid's village, next week we're jumping right into Blair's.
Okay.
And it's going to be a lot quieter.
Oh no.
Because it's not exactly a village of people, does it?
Village of corpses.
Shame.
Probably bones at most at this point.
What an enheartening thing to hear. And at the completion of Blair's village, that is the end of the time skip. Because that is the last thing to be done.
Yeah, okay.
America is going to get a very interesting, how to say...
Oh, wait a minute.
Notice.
Were we gonna... Oh, wait. Next week would be Blair's. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Blair's would be the last of the time skip. Amber might have something after the time skip, if you guys are still involved. And that would work out with Kersey being gone.
Yes.
Yeah. So, then, if that's the case, Alec, you and I can have a little chatty chat. We probably just do it now, but don't need to keep Kersey on for that.
Nope.
Go on, get...
So,
That's fine.
so that is the completion of today's session. No one even died. What a shame.
No. I thought I was gonna, to be honest.
I
at
can
one
fix
point,
that.
so there we go.
What a
I'm
shame.
I got back in close.
Some smooth jazz.
Would have been so awkward if even one person died, because Sajar and I's Zalmus adventure was so lighthearted.
Yeah, it's
Like, oh my god.
cakewalk,
Sure, yeah.
breeze.
I can't believe Delvit died. Anyway, time for some shenanigans in Zalmus.
Let's go get Chunk! Oh, my boy!
Yeah,
Well, you know, Alexander, what happens in Salamis stays in Salamis.
And what happens outside does not follow you into Salamis.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Apparently.
Right. I'm going to bed because I have to go up at 9 tomorrow, so I will see you all later.
Night, Kirsty.
Oh, good luck.
Good night, Kirsty.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
So,
Oh,
so
so
if you want to
jump into the Alec stuff. After, or rather, upon returning from Zalamus, Sajar is going to, unless somebody stops him, abscond with some equipment that they looted.
Sure.
What kind of weapons is Oriana using Morgan using at the moment?
Tonfa has a
Many.
staff, she has a short sword, she has some throwing daggers.
What quality are they? Are they +1s, +2s, plus...
Staff is +1, Tonfas are +2, which are basically just substitution for her unarmed strikes. Everything else doesn't have a modifier. Well, no
Okay,
additional
you did not
modifier.
have bracers of defense, correct?
Correct. Had a cloak
Right,
protection, though,
gotcha.
which was super useful.
Yeah, so there's 28 scimitars. So I'm gonna take 2 of those.
Oh no. What will they do without those two?
The fuck? You only have 26 now? Fred?
And
You could use one for, you can switch between the weeks. Get a new one every other week.
right? Rotate
26.
it. And the bracers of defense. And I'm gonna put them on Isadora and put the weapons in her bag. assuming she can attune. I don't know.
Isidore wears armor.
Oh, she wears armor?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind the bracers then. But the scimitars.
Okay. That's
'Cause
easy
I think-
enough to do.
What I sent her last time was a two-hander, I believe.
Yes.
It was a less than ideal weapon, and I think 2 scimitars would probably be more her speed.
Definitely 100%. As a blade dancer, 100%.
Yeah, so
Okay, you can say
I
that.
don't want to take the +2 ones, but also kind of don't want to take the +2 ones. So I'll take 2 +1s.
Roger, roger. Roger.
Roger,
And
Roger.
let me do a quick look. Hmm.
Let's see.
You had that written down somewhere. Was it company chatter that you guys had all the items?
Also, what does Stavros's ring do? It's a portent.
It's
Right.
a single D20 portent in a pocket. So every
Does
when you
it-
finish a long rest, you roll a D20, and it gets stored in that ring. You can call it in
And does
whenever
it
you want.
require attunement?
It does.
It does. Gotcha.
Yeah, it must be in company chatter because it's not Nexus Link.
Yeah, here it is.
In that case, he would also
There we go.
put the ring of protection that he is using on Isidore's hand.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Put it on a
Interesting.
ring finger. Propose.
Propose to her
That would
unconscious
be it.
body.
That would be a rather adventure way of proposing.
Yeah.
I can't sit down because Tango's in my chair.
The boy.
Boy.
I'm sitting on
Let
my
me
bed
just
right now.
remove the ring of protection from my sheet.
Ready?
And yes, it applied properly. Got it.
Wake up. Wake up. Out. Get up. You're awake. Get up.
Get up.
Tango. Mister.
Okay. So.
He's not happy to be awoken. Ow.
No.
Mister. Come on.
So who's getting what scimitars and staves and mage armors?
I bet.
That's up to them. That's up to
Hey,
them to determine. They're the ones bringing back the loot.
Morgan wants a pair of bracers of defense, yes?
Da.
Yeah, take them.
Would we have those going into Blair's village and Morgan's village? Or should I not quantify that into
Ooh.
her AC
Morgan.
stat now?
Morgan's no.
Morgan's no. Okay.
Morgan Snow, Blair's,
Blair,
yes?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because or else you guys wouldn't be able to go to it. The
Right,
beta
because we would
competition.
just return from...
Morgan's village stuff will be happening around the same time as Almas. Which that is going to be its whole thing.
Mhm.
The only
Yeah.
problem with that is planning and scheduling.
Yeah.
Because I believe Kirsty wants to have Anushka attend.
Oh, God.
So
Yeah.
that's not going to be very easy to set up, if possible at all,
No.
scheduling wise.
I'm assuming you have
Oh.
not had time to do the shield because you've been very busy, yes?
I've been literally prepping ever since we started today,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
into today.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, cool.
It'll be sometime over the coming week. Definitely not tomorrow or today.
No rush.
Yeah.
I am bleeding. I'll be right back.
Go
Uh-oh.
fix yourself.
How do I spell
Yeah,
Kevin
sniper.
Rickard's name?
Does anyone of us use mage armor?
R-I-C-A-R-D.
Silas, do you?
Say that one more time. R-I...
C-A-R-D.
Are you
I
using mage armor, Silas?
I... No?
Is anyone in our party?
No?
No, none of us are that
We can
I just have, like,
breed of mage, let's
basic
say.
bitch armor that's like +1 or 2, I think.
we can pawn
So
it
we have a
off.
pair of mage armor
Correct.
amplification bracers.
Yeah, and
Now,
not even our NPCs use it.
Who does?
Hafren... What is Hafren's build exactly? That she might be able to use it. if
She's a
she
barbarian,
uses
right?
that. Is she?
No.
you could look me dead in the eyes and say that's it, and I believe you right now because I'm not sure what it is at this point.
Yeah, I have Mastercraft studded leather.
This
Yes.
is good.
This is good. It's what I've got as well, so.
So the +2 scimitars are going to waifu.
No, +1s.
Oh, the +1s are
Waifu?
his waifu. Sajar's waifu.
Oh yeah.
You got it. You know it.
Ooh, don't tell me.
I believe in you. Hey, could I take the throwing knives?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Are they
Amber, I believe, has hers already.
Yeah, she has better. But Oriana can, or Morgan can use throwing knives. I just don't. Because I like the punchy. But it's good to have the options.
Unless.
Isadora.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go! Left go!
You did
I
If
don't
I
know.
don't give it, if we don't give the +2 scimitars to Isadora, who else can use them?
Yo.
I'm back.
Hi.
Welcome back.
I mean, could Alessander could? He likely wouldn't though. Like, I think in my head of like all the scenarios where he would use melee weapons, like the fight with the Master of Ceremonies.
Nah.
But
What are you talking about? Tingo,
The
get away!
I
Get away!
Zalamus. I think Silas technically could, right?
Yeah.
What are they?
Scimitars.
Scimitars. They're +2.
Yeah, but what are they classified as?
Scimitars.
+2 scimitars.
Yeah, there's just
one-handed
scimitars in the
martial.
weapons section. Oh, yeah. There you go.
I don't have proficiency in them, so probably not then.
you have proficiency in martial weapons.
Bards are
Um,
specific.
Sword bards do.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I
sure.
could have swore they get scimitars though.
Sword bards do
I'm
get
pretty
scimitars.
Pretty sure it's just sword bar too.
Simple weapons, hand crossbow, long swords, rapiers, short swords, and light armor.
Wait.
Oh,
Okay, add
druids get
scimitars to that
scimitars.
list. Add scimitars to that fucking list. That makes no fucking sense that you would have long sword and rapier and short sword proficiency when a scimitar is just
Is
an
all of
alternate
those.
version of a short sword.
Oh, yell at her!
It's okay. It's added.
That's so fucking. That's no.
Pulls out a gun, do yourself a
what's the
favor.
fucking. What's the fucking
What
logic
about,
behind that? Like,
what
like
about
I mean,
the
I
the
can
short
double
sword.
check.
I
Pretty
think-
sure I
No, I'm looking at it right now on 5e
It's
tools.
not
It's
on-
not on that list. That's so fucking
See-
dumb.
See, what I think it is because druids get scimitars and bards get rapiers. So they wanted those two to have like the kind of like specialty.
Well, that doesn't matter
Yeah, that is.
because the equivalency isn't a rapier. It would be a short sword, a d6 weapon. So,
yes,
they already
I
have
can
access
use
to it.
scimitars.
They already have access to a short sword, which is a d6 piercing. A scimitar is a d6 slashing. So it's the same fucking thing, except a different damage type.
How come rogues get longsword proficiency?
I don't fucking know, man.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, rogues don't even get scimitar. Oh my god.
No, no way. You're
They
lying.
don't. I just looked at it. I'm not joking. I just looked at
That
it.
is so dumb.
They have basically the same proficiencies as bards.
What the fuck?
Who amongst the NPCs could put scimitars to good use?
Now Amber, apparently. That's so fucking dumb.
Oh yeah, Amber.
Does she want some
Deet?
scimitars?
Deet could use them.
Pete could use them.
Oh yeah, indeed, use them.
How many do we
Oh
have?
wait, no, sorry, she's a rogue. She doesn't get scimitar proficiency.
Now she does.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
In fairness, Amber has throwing knives, which are also a d6 slashing weapon, so technically she wouldn't need them.
What was your question?
Oh, no, wait, there's a d6 piercing weapons. She could take one.
How many do we have?
2 plus 2, and then 28 plus 1s. So it's really the 2
Hypothetically,
plus
I could
2s.
take one of the plus ones unless you need all of them, but I don't use. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I've used my
No,
rapier once.
The reason I'm asking is if there aren't any sort of like main weapon contenders, I might just take those instead of the plus ones for Isadora. But if there are, I'll settle for the +1s.
By all means.
Yeah, from an in-game standpoint, if you ever mention that, then Morgan wouldn't want to take him because it's just like, no, you give that to her. She needs it way more than I do. It would be like a tool in an arsenal for her that Morgan probably wouldn't use, as well as, more importantly, it's like, it's ya boo.
Then operate on that assumption because this is in-game character, or just characters just making the decision.
The +2s to Isadora instead of the +1s.
Okay.
Yeah, I would also check upon returning from Zolomus if her potions of healing have been used.
They totally have.
All right.
Uh-huh.
I'll take 2 of the greater healings. So now there should be 4 greater healings, and give her 2 as well.
I love that you do this for Isadora.
Just pop in
Oh,
occasionally. Here you go,
It's this like adventurer version of life support.
Uh,
God.
don't make me
Alexander.
sad.
what the fuck? I hope those are annoying fireworks, not gunshots in my nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Anyway,
In fairness, it might just be a shitty car.
That is
Oh yeah, the exhaust.
Yeah, sound like fireworks. Anyway, I think Alexander would, sneaky ninja style, be leaning in the door frame as you're like putting these into her pack. We return to the first. And he'd say, if you'd be open to it, I have some I could give her. I'd be more than glad to give her.
For a long moment, he doesn't say anything. He's caught with his mouth open, kind of like stuck in a thought.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be doing this stuff.
Careful, again, catch flies.
Yes. Thank you. Absolutely.
I have 1 regular, 1 greater, and 2 regular, 1 greater, and 1 superior. I'll give her the greater and superior.
Banger alert.
Uh.
So,
Hey, Alec, do you mind
Banger
editing
alert.
this message? This one.
oh, the one that has all the equipment on it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So
will-
reduce down out 2 plus. Is it 2 plus 1 scimitars? And
2 plus 2 scimitars for Isadora.
Yeah, so you got rid of those, so no more plus 2
and
scimitars.
2
on
of the
board.
greater healing potions of those 6.
Alright, I will do that. Get rid of 2 of the greater healing. And then X2 potion of greater healing. And I'll put a strike through that.
Even if I did use mage armor, it'd be the same as my current armor.
True, but you'd have it constantly. As opposed to you
Thank
might
you.
lose your
Mhm.
armor at some point. Although
Oh,
the
and
counterpoint to that would be,
Dispel magic.
braces set defense as well.
dispel magic, and also you'd have to cast you'd be spending
And the
first
braces
level
went to
casting
Oriana.
mage armor every day.
Sorry, Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
I keep doing that.
So
Which, to be fair, it's just a first level, right? Like, it's not like it's...
true, but every little bit helps.
Absolutely.
I believe Morgan also wanted the throwing knives, so
And those, yeah.
Amber already has ones.
How many throwing knives do you take? All 9?
Leave like, because she's not here to say if Deet would take any or not, leave like 4 of them. I'll mark down that I have 5, and if she wants some throwing knives as well, then she can have the other 4. If not, then I'll just take all 9.
I wouldn't hold my breath, unfortunately.
Okay, she'll take 9.
She doesn't even remember she has a thunderous dagger.
Yeah. Honestly, the
Yeah.
dagger. We should maybe
I
pinch that off.
You guys should probably grab that offer, and honestly, I'm getting a bit tired of having to remind Dork how to play.
Fair enough.
We're like